want on la tiemuka, ooh Lord, blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Namesu eradise wunimi banko biane mabanke se yankupana medeme ho matoso. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again, shall you succeed and be blessed in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. We are done this in the Most High, Almighty God, creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed. Oh, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed. Feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord, We want on la tiemuka, ooh, Lord, You've been so long. You got the enemy, shuffle, hearing me. Mommy, don't move up from Eddie Dibia. Tell me consumer and you, Namanunga Shamikirama. Tell me consumer and you, Namanunga Shamikirama. Indeed, Miss Rock, and I do go from Biara. Miss Rock, and I do go from Biara. I'm not in my kucham, and in my kucham. Nanimu anije, Ninu nasina metna. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. Can dance like David did. Yes, feel blessed. We want on la tiemuka, ooh, Lord, blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Namesu eradise wunimi banko biane mabanke se Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again, shall you succeed and be blessed in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. We are done this in the Most High, Almighty God, Creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love. Dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, oh, feel blessed. I feel blessed. 'Cause your promises are sure, they are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed. When your mantle is upon my life, I can dance like David did. Yeah. Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Yeah. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord. Yeah. We want on that team who can, ooh, Lord. Yeah. Enemy shuffle, hearing me. Mommy, don't go from Eddie Dibia. Ujao mi konsiwa ehojo, na manuya shemikirama. Ujao mi konsiwa ehojo, na manuya shemikirama. Enti, misuro, anajubo bambiara. Misuro, anajubo bambiara. Anonima kucham, Nyanimu anije, Ninu nasina metina. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love. Dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure, they are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Yeah. Blessed, feel blessed. We want on that team who can, ooh, Lord. Yeah. Blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Namesu eradise wunimi banko biane mabanke se yankupana medeme ho matoso. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again, shall you succeed and be blessed in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. done this with the Most High, Almighty God, creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, oh, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Yeah, yeah. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord. Yeah, yeah. We want on that team who can, ooh, Lord. Yeah, yeah. You've been so long. You didn't me, shuffle, hearing me. Mommy, don't move from Eddie Dibia. Tell me, cause you are a wojo. Namanunga shall make your man. Tell me, cause you are a wojo. Namanunga shall make your man. Enti, Miss Rock, and I do go from Biara. Miss Rock, and I do go from Biara. Not the Makucham, and the Makucham. Yannimu and Nije, Ninu Nasina Metana. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, oh, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Yeah, yes, feel blessed. We want on that team who can, ooh, Lord. Yeah. Blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Namesu eradise wuni mi banko biane mabanke se yankupana me de me ho matoso. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again, shall you succeed and be blessed. In the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. You done this with the Most High, Almighty God, creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, oh, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord, We want on that team, ooh, Lord, If you've been so long, you didn't let me shuffle, hearing me. Mommy, don't from Eddie Dibia. Tell me, cause you are a hojo. Namanunga Shamikama. Tell me, cause you are a.
What is it?
I am Frida. Can I help you?
You are a whore.
Prostitute.
Stay away from my husband, okay?
And who is your husband?
Hey! How many married men are you seeing? Asanka, Mafia Mabanabaye, Ashawo. Stay away from my husband or prepare for disgrace, okay? Nonsense.
Effie, please. How dare you speak with my sister like that? How dare you? Hey, look, me, my sister, she is nice, oh. She is gentle. She is polished. Me, I am raw. Look at her hair, look at mine. I am raw. Now my sister says leave. I beg you, auntie. Stay. Defy her so that I can beat you up and strip you naked. Action. Action. You are so standing here.
We fight with photos. You go and come, I will show you. Please, come down.
I will kill you.
Please, calm down.
Frida.
Harry. I called you so you could listen, Harry.
Yes.
Did you hear what went on?
Did you hear it?
I heard.
It was bad.
It was terrible. The things that Vicky said here, I was shocked she can say that. She called her Asanka. As to whether it was the black one or the red one, I don't know.
I'm sorry. Yes, I can. Oh, Frida, no. Oh, Frida.
It's okay.
Frida, I'll wait for you. No, you are very small. Look, I'll wait for you outside, okay?
It's okay.
Please, you are not a...
It's okay. Is he gone?
He's gone. I think you were once. I think you were once.
Girl, Cynthia, my darling.
Oui.
Give me your best style.
Hello, welcome to Encore, the Facebook Live platform on which we discuss all things love, marriage, relationships, sex, and what have you. They call me Uncle Whyte, and all you need to know about me is that I am committed to helping you become your best self. Once again, you are welcome. I'd not take it for granted that you invest time and data to be with us for every episode. Thank you very much. And please pass the word on, send a message on to your friends to join us, because today we're going to have the boys edition. We're going to try to put to bed a few myths. And I have three of my favorite young men with me. These are young men. If I wasn't old enough, I would have liked to be as young as they are. So you know,
Uncle, you are young at heart.
no, young people say that, oh, when I grow, I'd like to be like you. And now I'm reversing it. When I become young again, I'd like to be like you. So, welcome. Let me introduce my guest. Out there is Dr. Michael Sasu. Doc, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too, Uncle.
Doc is he's all kinds of things. A medical doctor, properly trained. I mean, this is not fake. Properly trained. And then a stand-up comedian as well.
Yes.
Yes, a stand-up comedian as well. Indeed, but for the fact that his mother wanted a doctor in the family, he would have been a stand-up comedian for life.
It's true.
If your parents, if you have the brains to study, and you could go to medical school and you told your parents that you wanted to be a stand-up comedian, they will beat you.
I tell you, my mom even still beats me today. But she has to accommodate.
That's
so
right.
That's it.
That's Dr. Sasu, and then Doc, I hear your beautiful wife is in town.
Yes, she is.
Is she watching?
Yeah, she's watching.
Okay, then say something to her.
Wifey, so I would need me dog. I love you. Keep watching this channel. Uncle, this be too much.
All right. So that is Dr. Sasu. And next to Dr. Sasu is Nana Kofi.
Yes, Uncle.
Nana Kofi Abrefa. Any baby? Sunu.
Yes, Uncle.
Sunu the first. No, the first in Yamai. That will come. No, that one. And it will not be Nana Sunu. No. It will be Nana Brefa. And it's Bibi Bakon. Nana.
Uncle.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Uncle.
I've missed you.
I have missed you too, Uncle. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. From the bottom of my heart. I mean, like, I've really missed you. Yes. Oh!
No, Ken, the problem with the bottom of the heart is that it's
an endless thing. You can't see the bottom.
KY, I forgive you. I forgive you, KY.
just remember you're on camera.
Oh, yes. KY, I forgive you.
So it's good to see you.
It's good to see you too, Uncle. Yeah.
Governor.
Uncle.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And thank you for joining us.
Oh, yes. It's always a pleasure, Uncle.
Yeah, you're welcome. Nana, I'm convinced that Kobna slept in his in what he's wearing.
Uncle, may I ask why?
By the time we close, if you haven't found out why, I will tell you. The top, just the top. Don't look at it.
The three of us, we are in the spirit.
Okay.
He didn't get the memo.
So he got the memo.
He didn't get the memo.
He didn't get the memo.
Because you're all in white?
Yes. He got the memo.
The white is here. Can't you see? I got the memo.
Gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you, Uncle.
We'll take a little break. Kwesi, can we take a break now? Then when we come back, we'll get into the discussion. Kwesi, is that possible?
And we go for 3 days without a happy fight. I celebrate it. Why?
Relax.
I'm tired. I've had enough.
Relax.
And she said she has a better man.
Better than you, my dear. You are wasting time on your way.
I'm waiting to take my place.
You heard me.
If I so let me get out of the way.
On your way.
Oh, Jimmy, please don't go, Jimmy.
When I speak, I said
where is your sister?
Where? She stepped out. She says you can call her line when you come. I mean her phone.
You and your sister, you think I'm a fool, huh?
No.
You want me to call her line so she writes me, don't ya?
No.
Me, when I'm slacking someone's whereabouts, I don't call their mobile phone because on the mobile phone, someone can be at Kukumwemwe and tell you that they are at Accra Central.
If you will not do that.
You think I'm a fool, don't ya?
No.
Thank you very much for staying with us, and welcome back. Tanko, thank you for your prayers, and I say amen to your prayers. I hope you're doing very well. Eunice Pokumensa, thank you very much for your kind and sweet words. Thank you very much. Right. Before we go on into the discussion, and because women think that men are not religious, would one of you give us your Easter message? What does Easter mean to you? They can react? Okay. Any of you? Nana, what does Easter mean to you?
Actually,
apart from you taking the day off.
Uncle, as a Christian, I think Easter is one of the most significant things to me, because that is when we have the opportunity to become children of God. So it's I believe it's a bigger issue than Christmas.
Okay.
But it's been turned the other way around. The birth is celebrated more than the death, because it is the death that actually ushers us into becoming children and all that. So it's a big deal.
Okay.
But I don't think we mark it as such.
Okay.
My thoughts, yes.
Okay. Governor, what about you? And then I'll come to Session.
I think it's very significant because our Christian faith is based on the fact that Christ died and didn't remain there. On the third day he rose. So that gives more affirmation to us that we are not lost as a religion, and that there's absolute hope for us because of what Christ went through. I think that's
the Baptist speaking. Yes. So what about you?
Well, I think that Easter really doesn't mean much to me. Yeah, I believe that he died, resurrected, and is sitting at the right hand of God. And why bother? Why celebrate the death, resurrection? I don't do much about celebrations and marking. No, it's not my. So it doesn't really. It's just like a normal day to me.
Okay.
I remember it. Yes, he did it. I believe it. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Spoken like an Ejaba. I suspect until you married, you were not celebrating your birthday.
Yeah, somebody. You see, recently somebody reminded me of when I was in secondary school. So we have a secondary school page, and then they put up, it was something about the economy or something, and I said, no, I don't agree with this, and they said, there he goes again, he doesn't agree with this. And do you remember that when we were in school, you never wanted to celebrate your birthday because I said I didn't agree. Why should we celebrate birthday?
But was it because there was nothing to celebrate?
There was nothing to. No, I didn't have money.
Yeah, that's
so I had to pretend.
There's nothing to use to do the celebration. So why acknowledge it?
Nana Araba, thank you very much for your compliments. Thank you. All right, now let's go into our discussion. We're going to look at a few things. These are You know, I've always dreamt of a program, Boys Are Bread. That would go on a regular basis, that every now and then we boys can get together and just be boys. Speak like boys, act like boys, and just be boys. That dream hasn't taken off, but I dream about it. It doesn't stop me from dreaming. So let's begin our discussion with, what do you like most about being a man? What do you like most about being a man? Come on. What is it about being a man that excites you? And then we'll turn it around and look at what you hate most about being a man.
Well, we can be as honest as we.
As honest as we can.
Well, I think I love being a man in a sexual relationship. I mean, I like the fact that I am the one giving and not the one receiving. I love that. I think it's manly, and I love that about being a man.
Okay. Mike.
Uncle, I don't know what. I like the fact that I can urinate anywhere. Standing
straight.
Because I look at my wife, and whenever she wants to, you have to find a place.
No, it's a production.
It's a whole production.
It's a whole production.
But we are somewhere, and I can just pass here and then at the back of the building, and I'm okay.
No,
then,
pass where? I mean, right there.
Right there. Yeah, right there. And it's excellent. And then the fact that I can go bare chested.
Okay.
There's one thing that women can't do that. So I feel like it's a privilege. It's something that, yeah.
You can feel free.
Yeah.
You can feel free.
Based on the picture Ken shared yesterday, he can do that. So.
Ken, don't worry, you'll get a chance to come on camera if you want. I give you the right to walk on camera whenever you if you're provoked enough. If not, I will encourage you to be punching you like that so you
And Uncle, one thing too that I like and it's gradually changing. It's creeping in, but I like the fact that I propose to a woman and I have to go and seek for a hand in marriage.
You
it's something that
you are the hand.
Yes. It's something that is so manly, and I love that.
Okay. Nana, what about you?
Uncle, actually, the one standing up peeing.
Yes.
I think is a fetish for me. I don't know. It's very strange. Uncle, I can actually come out of a building and go and stand. I mean, in some corner and pee while there's a washroom. But I don't know. I just like it. And I think I don't know. I'm feeling free, and it's something that. I mean, it's about being a man. You can just stand anywhere and do it. And actually, the other thing that I have realized after becoming a father is the whole idea of your kids coming up to you and saying, "Papa, I want this." It gives me a sense. I don't know. There's a feeling about that. Like they know if I ask Papa, he can do it. There's a feeling about it.
Okay.
And the fact that every time I'm ready for sex, you know, the woman, there's a point that they can't. That part, it's a very exciting thing. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like it's that time. No,
I have a headache, time of the man, time of the man.
Let's go.
Why should I be fool? I'm angry with you.
Let's go. That one.
No, because with a man, even if he's angry with you, and one
he's
of my
not
friends,
angry.
I say, Uncle, we're not there for come on. That I am angry with you. No. Okay, then what do you hate about being a man?
Uncle, you know, as much as I try to take responsibility for things, but sometimes I think the expectations are a bit too much if you are a man. And that is one of the things that weigh down on being a man. I would love to do it. It's something that I want to do. But sometimes, as I said, expectations from society and even, peers are a lot. And it weighs you down. There are some things that are not expected of women.
Okay.
I mean, you being a woman is okay. I mean, even in our society, you are expected to provide shelter. I mean, like, what dying? I've built this. Maybe you have not been able to. But people look at you in a certain way, and it's weighty. It's weighty on being a man. And the whole idea about the expectations of being that.
Society's expectations of you.
Yes.
Okay.
One of the things.
What about you? What do you hate about being a man? Then we'll come to Doc.
I think the idea of society putting us in a box, it's increasing at an alarming rate. That now there are steps to what a man can do and what a man cannot do. So you pick any situation. A man does not talk much. A man does not cry. But some of the situations, it calls for a man to be able to do exactly that.
Okay.
And I think people have kept mute for a very long time. And those are part of the reason why men get depressed, they heart disease. But, Uncle, I think society should allow men to just be men. We also have our own shortfalls, but it looks like there's a lot of expectation from men. Now it has even come that a man does not come early. What is also this? That one has also become a pressure for. So most young men are now resorting to aphrodisiacs that will help them stay in love for almost 2-3 hours, which is actually killing them because they want to over-impress. Again, society has put them in a box.
He's speaking for himself.
He's speaking for himself. Why do you feel that?
Oh, let's go.
So, Uncle, you see, that's what I think. I think society expects a lot from men, and makes it very difficult for a man to be who he truly is because others are watching, and society is also demanding a lot from. So I think that's very difficult.
Now, Ken does not speak for us when he says, organize your own Encore.
The
women said they also want girls after.
That's the response.
And then that was Ken's response. No, so disclaimer, he's not speaking for anyone. What I hate about being a man is that I have a heart that can fall in love too by heart.
And you actually hate it.
Come again?
You actually hate it.
Oh, I have a down.
Doesn't this speak
That
like
you
that?
meet somebody you don't know and suddenly the thoughts of her fill your mind and things like that. I hate that one about being a man. Because after all, at a certain time, how many are you going to deal with?
Depends.
It depends.
On.
Uncle, he said it depends.
And then you also encoded. You encoded, so yes, let's go. It depends on what.
Oh, Uncle, what I say depends. It depends on the situation.
No, still explain.
Uncle, what was your question? Uncle, when you say how many can you deal with? Uncle, it depends. Uncle, some people have, how do you call it, relationships where they say, what, threesome. I mean, it depends on what the person is doing. So when I say it depends on the situation, that's it.
You've done threesome before?
Uncle, not yet.
But it's an aspiration.
It's one of the things I've always wondered, how will it be like? Honestly.
So which of the threesome do you want?
Uncle, don't even talk about
2 versus 1 or 1 versus 2?
Uncle, the one is the problem. Which one is that?
No, in threesome, it could be 1 woman, 2
that's
men.
what I'm saying.
Or 2 women, 1 man.
Uncle, 1 man, 2 men.
No, Uncle. It could also be 3 women. It could also be 3 men.
Huh?
Yeah.
In my case, I mean 1 man, 2 men. Uncle, what he's saying, I don't know.
No, he didn't say that is your
Yeah, but
he's just saying that in this current world, it could be any kind of permutation.
that one is true. But it's one of the things that I've always wondered how it will be like. It's not my bucket list, but if it should happen, yeah, one of those things.
Okay.
Yes. So when I say depends, that's what I meant.
Okay. Yes. Yes, your turn.
No, what I hate, and uncle, it's worrying. It's the erection. Uncle, the pure effect. Because no, it's troubling. You know, there was a time that I invited a girl over. This before I got married.
Clearly, yeah.
Oh, and yes, I was in the university, so I had to go and meet her at the gate. But the filthy things going on in my mind, you know. So when I got there and I saw, and she was beautiful, I had an erection. When I saw her, and I wasn't wearing something that would. So what I did was that I told the girl that I directed her that's my flat, the first room on your left. You go, I'm coming. And I had to bend down. And I see like Jesus Christ. I said, oh, go there, call. No, the erection, and there are certain times that it just disgraces you. And you know my problem with the pure effect is that the women don't have a counter effect. They don't have, because they can hide it if she's feeling it. But me, you are wearing something sexy and you come and sit beside me. I can't control it. It is not. You cannot blame me for that. And uncle, it's serious. So when the woman is saying that, when I touch you small, when I do this, it's not my fault. So uncle, is one thing that it worries me. I don't know if God can put a switch on it. I will be very glad that you can control it. Like
No, there will be no switch.
But uncle, he's even lucky, because his own erection is active. What about the passive ones? The ones everybody knows you have an erection, but you also have in real life. So you are taking a picture. You are standing with a beautiful girl. You know you are just enjoying the picture, but you already have an erection. Everybody is seeing it. So the picture comes.
Wait. I don't think there's anyone who can have an erection and wouldn't know that I have an erection.
Sometimes
you can't know. You always know that you have an erection. You always know.
You always know. No, don't say that to a man. Don't say that to a he man. No, say that to girls. Say that to girls.
It's true. Uncle, sometimes you have a passive erection.
There's something like passive erection. What is passive erection?
Uncle, it's true.
No.
You see, uncle, the erection that I will agree with is the one that you're not even thinking any sexual thoughts. You're sitting there dream.
Yes.
That one is yes.
But that's not passive. It's not passive.
No. Then you're holding a woman's hand.
Your mind is not even on sex. It's true.
I can understand. No, tell me, sir. Yes. You were not thinking about sex, but you had erection.
No, sometimes, uncle, you won't even really have an erection.
Uncle, I think he has a problem.
I have an urologist friend.
Yes.
I think I will set up an appointment for you.
Uncle, it's true.
He happens to be one of our people.
It's true.
Passive erection.
There's nothing like that.
Erection disorder.
Uncle, it's true.
No, wait.
Okay, uncle, let me give you an example. Easy.
There's no example you can give a better story.
We are here.
No, because you don't want to. Do you sum up the entire?
Passive erection. Pale. So, come back, I chose it. You can have an erection and not know you have an erection. Pale, if you're Neko, I can't chance for boy.
It's like the rape scenario that somebody gives. Oh, I was just walking and then I had an erection and the woman fell. And then landed on. Oh, you always control it. There's a way you know. You know that
this one, I am shocked.
Okay.
I am shocked.
No. I am disturbed. I'm disturbed. No. I understand the one where there's the erection has nothing to do with what is going on in your mind. I understand that. For instance, the one that happens when you're woken up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
You know, na could you mention age and attention? At the end also or parade. Parade for what? You know. I can understand that one. I can understand the most difficult one is the nap in the afternoon. You know, particularly in the if you were at work and you nap quite often, just about 5 minutes, and before you realize, if you are called, you can't get up. You can't. You have to do Sasu strategy. I said that in the office you can't bend down and right on the ground. Governor, when you meet children, you bully. No. When you meet children,
Uncle, you see, I am sure you are. Uncle.
And uncle, there's one erection. I mean, sometimes when you're consoling a woman, that thing I don't understand. It's not sexual.
It is sexual.
No, I'm saying like
the thing is that we are wired to protect a lady in distress. Except that for us, because of our level of evolution, that care, that concern always translates in the erection. It's our default wiring that if I care about any woman, I care deeply. My default programming is that it will express itself first and foremost in erection.
So you see, Uncle,
before you then talk to him and tell him that this one,
This is not the right.
This is not the kind. No, this is not.
I don't move from it. No, but you see where I get the confusion? Because there's the wiring. So when a woman comes and snuggles up to you, you see the default wiring is that you respond with that. So then she's angry that why do you have an erection? It's not the only. I have to control it. It's leave it. Let me deal with it. It doesn't mean that
in the Roverman, there are a lot of girls like this touching, snuggling up to a man and things like that. And whenever I see it, I laugh. You know, because I realize they don't know the punishment they are giving. They think that, oh, come on, I love you so much now. Or then it's happened to come on. Hey. That is why Kobna has disconnected the mind from the mid-session.
So that's the passive.
It has absolutely nothing to do with it. Look, I brought myself.
Okay, yeah, that's the passive.
Wow. Oh, come on.
Uncle, I'll spend. Me and you are here. We will have to get into the depth of my passivity.
No, trust me, I don't want to.
You must understand.
Okay. Doc, let's continue with you. What do you think women don't get about men?
This is a tough one. No, but I think what women don't get about men is how simple we are. And it's just because they are very complex.
Oh, by the way, Nana Araba says your situation is called pill denial. Yeah, please.
Yeah, how simple we are. They are complex, and so they find it very difficult to understand the fact that we just want to know when, where, how, or who. Sometimes the who cry, we don't even care, but we just want to know when. But they like to know at what time, when, what was she wearing, and so it's a whole disconnect. So the woman doesn't understand how simple a man is, and the man too doesn't understand how complex. So that's what I think that women don't get about men, and I don't think they will ever get it.
Okay. What about you, Governor?
I think a little bit of space sometimes. I think every once in a while, a man likes to just move into a small corner, just to breathe, just for himself. And sometimes it's very difficult for them to understand, especially when you're at home. That how can you be at home and how can you even think of this? It's very selfish of you. We are here, your children are here, have time for them. But sometimes you just need 5 minutes of respite and you just bounce back. But sometimes it becomes very difficult, and I think that's something, if they could understand, it would go a lot of.
All right, thank you, Passive. Nana, what about you?
Uncle, I think to me it's both. Like the whole space thing and how simple we are. You know, sometimes you explain something and they think there's more depth to what you're saying than what you are letting on.
Okay.
But honestly, that is it. I mean, a question like, but why do you feel this way about a girl? Nothing really.
Okay.
They're like, no, what do you mean by nothing really? Like, oh, it's nothing serious. No, there should be really, there's nothing. I mean, and that is how simple we are. And the whole space thing, sometimes it'd be like, why don't you want to spend time with us? I think men, we are solution oriented, or we want to solve problems sometimes, and the whole noise and stuff doesn't really help, because when I'm thinking of what are we supposed to do, how are we going to solve this problem, how are we going to do this, how are we going to do that. So sometimes you just need some quiet to do that sometimes.
Okay.
So I think these are the things that women don't really understand about us.
Okay. Well, if you just join us, this is the boys' version of Encore. I have with me Dr. Sasu, no birthdays, Sasu, no celebrations whatsoever. But one celebration, that one, you please promise me you will never fail. Wedding anniversary.
No, now I'm adjusting.
You are
adjusting. So I'm not like, right now you'll be forced to.
Are you sure you remember?
And then Nana Kofi is joining us. And then our own Passive is also here with us. Gentlemen, thank you very much. By the way, next week, Sunday, that's this Sunday's next week, Saturday and Sunday, 10th and 11th of April, we'll be streaming our play, Men Run, Women Cry, one of our most hilarious plays. Please make sure you join us. Go to our website, you'll get all the details there. And Kwesi, give us a preview of what to expect.
Look at this girl, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. She is displaying disrespect towards me. Listen, I ain't disgracing your sister. Your sister has disgraced herself by sweeping around. I picked your sister from Netson. Today, I will return her to what she was before I picked her. I rented the shop, this very large shop. I rented it. I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gone. When she comes back, tell her that I, Judah, was here. Tell her that I said she should pack and leave this shop. I'm shutting it down. And then I'll go home and throw her things out of my house. You copy that? You copy that?
Yes, I copy that.
You better copy.
Come on.
Gospel song? When a man, oh Jesus.
Thank you very much for staying with us. Remember, 10th and 11th of this month, April, Men Cry Men run, women cry. It says we are streaming. It's a stream, so don't go to any venue. The president says we shouldn't do any drama productions. So we'll do it by streaming. So hope you'll join us. Passive, share with us, what have you discovered about women that surprises you?
Okay, I think the constant fight to be equal with us, which is very worrying, because they are superior beings.
Okay.
And they are unaware of the fact that they are so superior to us. But you find that in every situation, you bring a woman among men, and the first thing she wants to do is to be recognized as equal, not realizing that they are way above us.
Yeah.
So that is one thing I have never understood. The constant quest and fight just to be equal with people who are beneath you. So in doing that, you realize that they've let go of their powers, and now they are operating in a very lower sphere.
Yeah.
Which for me is very worrying. If they could only understand that they are superior to us and that there's no need for equality, because
what Passive is saying is so very important. Women do not realize what advantage they have for being women. And they are always fighting, I want to be like a man. Why can't I do this? You are way out there. Doc, what about you?
Yeah.
What surprises you the most about women?
How understanding they can be.
Come again?
How understanding they can be.
Okay.
Because when you are not close to a woman, you feel that they are in their own world and they will never. But when you get, I found this when I got married. I realized that someone in the casa, bet you, like when you come down and explain and talk to them, they listen and they understand. So I first I thought that you have to bully your way through.
Okay.
And just.
But that you can reason.
That, yes,
you can reason.
Even though they are superior, but they reason with you and they will understand you and go with you when you explain to them. Yes. That's.
Nana, what about you? What has surprised you about women as a man?
Uncle, that when let me say this, a woman can be very submissive when she knows you love her. Uncle, it is something very, very strange. I didn't think it was that easy.
Okay.
Because a lot of men say that she doesn't respect me, she doesn't do this, but it is not actually you lording it over her or you like demanding it from her. It is actually if you let her appreciate the fact that I have you in here, it comes automatically. And it doesn't mean you're doing everything right.
Okay.
But if she knows that this man really feels this way about me, they submit in a way that is amazing. And I've seen.
So I think that is what Doc was saying in another way.
Yeah, that they understand it.
Yes.
And also, one surprising thing is that be honest, like be straight with a woman. Sometimes a lot of people think they will have to lie about what they are or who they are to get with a woman or something. But tell them straight. You may lose some, you may get some, but your chances are far better with you being straight, because then there's nothing to hide anymore.
Yes.
Because that first lie you have to tell about 3 lies.
To cover that first lie.
But if she knows and she accepts that this is what I'm dealing with, in her mind, she knows what she's dealing with.
Okay.
And so expectations are not that high. It's only when you lie about who you really are and some things come out, then you start having issues.
Okay.
These are the things that surprise me.
All right, let's move on to, as a man, what do you find difficult in a love relationship? Come down, let's go. What do you find difficult in a love relationship as a man?
Uncle.
Yes.
Okay, so
quick one. One of the things that I find surprising, pleasantly surprising, is the fact that women are incubators. Whatever you give them, they multiply and give it back to you.
Okay.
So
Garbage in, garbage out.
Garbage in. Bigger garbage out, technically.
Okay.
So you give them, sometimes it's amazing how much they're able to cook. Even time you see the men leaving money and they give you a whole meal or something.
Yes.
You know, you give small love and they pick it up and they blow it up and they return it. You give them a sperm and they give you a whole human being in return. Nanakofi is true. It's true. Don't deny it. You have 3 children, even 4 crowds.
6.
6, eh? Ah, okay, yes. Yeah, so you gave sperms and you got the children back. Am I lying? Yeah. And then you also give them trouble, small trouble too, and then they duplicate it and they add, press down, running over, shaking together. So basically, the lesson here is that choose what to give a woman because, yeah, you get it back, you know, in huge folds. Thank you. Nana Kofi. Thank you.
All right. Adrian says, it's women who are always complicating men. They read meanings into every simple thing we do and think it's about them. Okay, so, Doc, what do you find difficult in a love relationship?
Uncle. I think now I don't. But what I used to find difficult was the commitment. It was very stressful for me.
What explain?
Yes, to say that if I can say, oh, I love you. I want to be with you for a while.
Because a while is all you can guarantee.
Yes, a while is not. So let's get to, when we get to the while, no, then I would reconsider. So it was something that was and I think most men too have that, because to commit to this one and say that no, I want to be with this woman alone, it was very difficult for me. So getting married broke that. I had to convince myself enough. And the day I didn't even know that I was getting married. Because
on the day,
my mind was somewhere, uncle. So I was married. They married me, like
the body was married, the spirit was yet to recognize.
I remember
So on the day, what did you think you were doing?
Maybe I went to I attended my marriage ceremony or something. Like maybe I was invited so I was just part, and you know how we did it in a hotel with our own, because we wrote our own vows and all that. So it was like, so it's after that now you have to commit, because Charlie, what's your ball? Until I was said, that's how. So it's very difficult. Now I have trained, I've accepted that. Yeah. You are committed. This is it. But it was a very difficult thing for me. It was quite difficult.
Nana, did you share that
commitment?
Yes. That for instance, that the day he married the Quran, it didn't quite sink in. How long did it take it for to sink in?
It's still sinking in.
Hey, Basha. Passive. I think more than 6 months to a year. It was a process that I grew into it.
All right. Okay.
And then accepted that no, this is it, Charlie.
And we're going to make it.
And we are going to make it. So it was quite difficult. I think I've said this before, that it's one of my most difficult decisions to commit to. It's easier for me to commit to any other thing.
Yes.
I'm somebody who puts myself, when I want to do this, I do it. When I want this, I follow through. But with the love relationship, it's difficult. It was very difficult for me until I had to work my way.
I can assure you that it will add a lot of years to your life. That ability to have committed will save you a lot. Nana?
Uncle, I'm still working at it, and that is the honest truth. I didn't know how difficult it was for me to commit until I committed. So I would say when I got married, I knew I was married, but the commitment bit is still work in progress for me. And it's something that I consciously do. And it's not easy because I don't know. It is not like I don't have a wonderful wife. Uncle, I will marry her any day. I'll choose her any day. But to be honest, I find myself.
Gentlemen, that is the way you do it when you know your wife is watching. Okay?
Excellent.
That's the way you do it when you know your wife is watching. Fantastic demonstration. Now, as you were saying,
my apologies.
No, but Uncle, I'm being really honest, because, and it's not like, Uncle, my wife is not a naga. I mean, she has her issues, but me and Hamajin. Okay. But I've seen myself straying, and it's not like I don't love her. So the commitment bit is something that I'm still working on.
Okay.
It is work in progress, and I believe I'm better at it than I was 8 years ago.
Okay.
Hey, sorry, 9 years ago.
When you married?
Yes, and I hope to get better at it. But it's not been easy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not been easy.
Ken, the key word is it is not easy. Small boy, listen. It is
Lucky Dube got it right.
Adrian says he was at Sasu's wedding. It looked like an out-of-body experience.
Adrian, you are Sasu's wedding. Was that before he married? Did you marry before Adrian? Or Adrian married?
No.
He married before.
Oh, no. Adrian's own was in December, 2 years ago.
No, he married before I did.
Oh, that.
Because I'm in my 16th month.
Okay. Wow.
Adrian, what about you? Were you present, Adrian? Were you present at your own wedding? Because I was at your wedding. I preached at your wedding, Adrian. And I still remember the look on your face. Yeah, go ahead.
I think my own is not commitment. It was how to keep a woman happy for all this while. You know, I had always pride myself like, oh, I'm a fun person to be with.
Okay.
I can make you smile. I can make you do all. Then I get married and I realized that all these years what I had been doing was check in and check out. So when we are in
let's commit for a while.
No,
like him.
Boyfriend girlfriend relationship, because you are seeing me for almost maybe 4 hours a day. I am able to. Because I know at the end of the day, I'm going back to my house. So I am fun when I am around you. Then I get married. Then there's 24 hours to devise the fun. And I have done my first 5 hours. and I am maxed out. And I'm asking myself, so God, how am I going to make her happy?
So it's like when you go for a gig and they give you a time to do your routine. And they say, we've given you 20 minutes. And within 5 minutes, you've run through
your material is for 5 minutes.
Your material is 5 minutes.
It reminds me of the story Jamie told me that they went for a gig. I think some group came for them from Accra and took them all the way to, I think, Sampa or Samari Boy. So when they were going, then they were collecting the gigs, the people, the instrument. So in the bars, that's when they were putting the rep together. So when they go to the place, they had like 25 reps, solid. Meanwhile, it was an all-night. So people had come. The stage was set. They were paying fees to enter. By the time half of the people came into the room, they had finished their rep. And so they had to start again. Then they play 30 minutes, they are finished. Then they start again. They said, the people charge over there. And when they beat them. So, it was from the town. If the driver don't know his sparks, and the people hear the noise.
No, what they would have done, what other people have done in that a similar situation, is that they turn to the audience and say, "What song would you want to hear?" then they keep it going. Then or they will play something and say that, "Can anyone come and sing this kind of song?" And then that.
The problem wasn't that. The problem was those were the songs they could play.
No, but you know, the house of groove, you could always go into a groove if you're a good musician.
Right.
There is a question that we will need to address before we leave here, and it is this: why do men, even with great women, cheat on them? This one is optional. For 2 minutes. Come now, let's go. Passive. Let's go.
Wow.
But you understand the question I'm asking?
Yes.
That I was quite surprised when I heard that
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Okay, there was something that somebody said years ago. I don't know if it's applicable, if it applies to this one.
Yeah,
He said for every beautiful woman out there, there's somebody who's tired of just being with that person.
Okay.
So at a point, what is great becomes normal for you, and so you don't see how great it is, because you become used to it. And I don't know if it's possible to wire a pen to just write in one book, or it can, because it's a pen, it's able to write in more books. So is it a problem if it cannot write in one book? But I don't know how.
And because it is a book, all kinds of pen can also write in that book.
No,
so is it a problem if other pens also write in that book?
We're talking about the pens. So when we get into the book, let the book.
We are talking about writing.
Let the book stop.
No, we are talking about writing. You brought it to writing. The analogy you gave is so wrong.
No, I'm just saying that
it's so wrong.
Is that
so
the situation?
If the pen, okay, so the pen is writing, and then the ink, you know how the ink can freeze or something. Would it be all right to now have a pencil? Write in the same book, or a red color, a red pen, write in the same book.
Uncle, you said why, so I'm trying to understand. You asked why, so because normally for a great person with a great wife,
save us from save us from passing.
You see, I believe that. I remember you asked this question in the webinar on Sunday. Why is it that men, or between men and women who cheat? And I think that both men and women do it equally. Just that the women are very smart about it, so they don't easily get caught. So it's the men who leave evidence. Let me explain. The women, if you are married to your wife and your wife gives birth, you are responsible. But if you go outside and give birth, you've cheated, so you have evidence to show. But the woman is in your house, so if she's pregnant and she gives birth.
Okay, Doc, let me help you. I'm not asking about who cheats the most. I'm just saying men with beautiful, wonderful women. Why do they so cheat?
Yes, I'm coming to that.
No, you're not coming to it.
No, so I'm saying that. Tangential. No, but okay. So what I think is the nature of a man to be polygamous.
Right.
Men are polygamous by nature, and so a man would easily fall for such temptations, unlike a woman. But I think that men easily fall for such things because in their DNA they are conquerors, and
Okay,
they
hold
are.
on. Governor Gilbert, what's it saying? That if you have 10 CDs and you see one CD on the floor, will you leave it or would you take it? Governor Gilbert, so are you aware that CDs can go into any pocket and can go into any hands? When we are doing these analogies, let's at least be fair, and let's not create analogies that makes it look leaves us wide open. We haven't dealt with the issue of who cheats, but I'm trying to seek understanding. Kwesi, you want to come and talk? Yes. Okay, Kwesi, come. Kwesi, our head of technical, he's normally behind the machines. So Kwesi, all right, that's Mr. Kwesi Hayford. Kwesi, go.
Okay, Uncle, I think that why people cheat, men and women, is that for me, I base it on three things. One is emotions. Two is based on attraction. And the last one is time, space. Now, let me connect these three.
Okay.
Yes, you may find something attractive at a particular time, and your emotions will affect it. Now, within a specific time frame, you may like something, and you may overlook what is in the house.
Okay.
So, with time, you feel more and more attracted to the person or to that.
Okay.
And within that time frame, something can happen.
Okay.
And within that time frame, certain decisions can also take place.
Okay.
So with time, that builds up. But it is the integrity of a man to withstand whatever decision he has to take within that specific time frame to decide whether to go in or not to go out. So time, attraction, emotions, what you feel towards that specific time frame. I feel that that is the most critical point. That is the thing attractive? How is it checking your emotions? What time it is? And in these modern times, we let our emotions ride over certain things.
What's written on your T-shirt?
Yes, sex scandals.
Okay, thank you.
Let me add to what he is.
No, you're not adding to anything. Eli Nuku says, faithfulness is not about your partner. If you make it about your partner, you will fail. It doesn't matter how good or beautiful the person is. Faithfulness is not about your partner. I think it's about some different thing. It's about you resolving to live to a whole new standard, and not just because you are either fed up with your wife, with your partner, or bored with your partner, or whatever. Okay, I said we would end with our 10 commandments. So each of you bring me one commandment. 10 commandments of that men would like to give to women. Nana?
We are very simple. Believe us.
Okay, thou shalt know that we are simple. So that is one. Doc, 10 commandments.
Space. Should give space.
No, put it in the command.
Thou shalt give us space. When we need it.
Yes, passive.
Thou shalt believe us when we say we love you.
Okay, no, that's important. Eh?
Yeah, it's very
important. That's very important. All right, so we have 3. Let's go to number 4. Nana, give us number 4.
Marco, you have to help us.
All right, we've run out of time. We've run out of time. You've been saved. This is injury time. Let me see. The men who have a woman of their dream and cheat do so because of greed. This is Adwa. Adwa, you are so wrong. It is not funny. He said they want every woman. It's a disease. No, Ajua, I'm a man, I can tell you. It is very different. It's the reason why Doc said one of the most annoying things about being a man is the erection. And he was right to a lot of extent, until somebody said that there's something called passive.
Passive erectile dysfunctioning, PED.
Well, I'd like to thank Doc. Doc, thank you very much. My regards to AC when you go. And Nana, as always, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And Governor, thank you very much. Now, thank you for giving me a new name for you, Passive. I love the name. Passive. It will keep me from having a nightmare. Aye. And thank you, Believe, thank you, Ken, and thank you, Eben, Kwesi. And thank you very much for joining us for this boys-only edition. I hope you've enjoyed it. We may come back and do this again, all in preparation for our Boys Are Bred. That is something that I think we really need. What do you think? Happy Easter to you. What Easter means to me is that I can live a full life, irrespective of my imperfections and my feelings. I can still have a full life, and that is wonderful. We thank God that He came to die for us. Stay blessed and please stay safe. Remember, on the 10th and 11th, Men Cry, Women Run. We'll be streaming it. Please join us. See you. Thank you.
Chairman, in fact, I actually came to find out about my investment. Yes, my investment. Your investment. Your investment. Oh. Sir, considering the micro-inflationary dynamics of the systematic advanced calculated forms, your investment is perpetual towards ratification. Meaning? In simple terms, Sikanashi. Misikanashi. Don't shout. Swallow it. You care for some coffee?
Make the right choice. Invest with SIMS Stanbic Investment Management Services for capital preservation and competitive returns. Try SIMS today and you will not regret your decision. Stanbic Investment Management Services, your investment specialist.
God is the same today, yesterday, and forever.
To Z, I will sing, make a joyful noise unto my God, unto my God. Hey, I will shout, raise a joyful sound unto my God, the living God. Oh, His mercy, past, grace, always to follow me, always to follow me. Hey, His mercy, past, His grace, always to follow me, always to follow me. Hallelujah.
Pastor Gazi on this one.